Hello students, let's continue the blind dog lesson. The blind man was passing in front of the eastern gate. The dog was straining the lead. There was a piece of bone lying on the way and the dog was straining to pick it up. The lead became taut and hurt the blind man's hand, and he tugged the string and kicked till the dog howled. It howled but could not pass the bone lightly. It tried to make another dash for it. The blind man was heaping curses on it. Okay, so when the vendors were having a meeting there about the blind man and the dog, the blind man and dog came in front of the eastern gate. Okay, so while coming, the dog saw a piece of bone on the road. It wanted to pick the bone, so it was straining, it was struggling to take the bone. But when it tries to pull, the beggar got hurt on his hand because he was tying the string around his hand, no, so he got hurt and he gave a tug. He pulled and he kicked the dog till it howled. Okay, so when he gave a kick, the dog started to cry. Okay, how the dogs used to cry out of pain, like that it started howling. So, but after that also the dog can't leave the bone. Okay, it was having that eagerness to take the bone, so it want to give out one more try. Okay, so the blind man was giving so much of curse. Okay, he was scolding the dog like anything, but still the dog wants to give one more try. Okay, the perfumer stepped up, applied the scissors and snipped the cord. The dog bounced off and picked up the bone. The blind man stopped dead where he stood, with the other half of the string dangling in his hand. "Tiger, tiger, where are you?" he cried. The perfumer moved away quietly, muttering, "You heartless devil, you will never get at him again. He has his freedom." The dog went off at top speed. Okay, so now when the dog was trying to pick the bone, the perfume seller, he came near the blind man and he applied the scissors. That means he used the scissors and he cut the cord. Okay, he cut the ribbon. So by that the dog got free from the blind man and it picked the bone and it ran away in top speed. Okay, so how much it can run, in that speed it ran away. So the blind man, after leaving the dog, okay, the one half of the string is in his hand and he was like dead. Okay, he don't know what to do. He was standing still and he was shouting, "Tiger, tiger, where are you?" Okay, dangling means hanging. Okay, so then the perfume seller, he murmured that, "You heartless devil." That means the beggar was heartless devil and he said he will never get the dog again. The dog got his freedom. Okay, he nosed about the ditches happily, hurled himself on other dogs, ran round and round the fountain in the market square, barking, his eyes sparkling with joy. He returned to his favorite haunts and hung about the butcher's shop, the tea stall, and the bakery. So the dog, after escaping from the blind man, it nosed. Nosed means it smelled. It smelled all the ditches. Okay, the waste water, and it hurled means going and falling on other dogs. Okay, so like that it went and went around and round the fountain of the market square, and it was barking and its eyes were sparkling with joy. Okay, it was very happy and it was enjoying the day. He returned to his favorite places. Okay, the dog again went and visited its favorite places, and he went around the butcher's shop. Okay, butcher's means like mutton shop. Okay, then tea stall and bakeries, where and all he used to get some eatables. So there and all it went and stood. The ribbon vendor and his two friends stood at the market gate and enjoyed the sight immensely as the blind man struggled to find his way about. He stood rooted to the spot, waving his stick. He felt as if he were hanging in mid-air. He was wailing, "Oh, where is my dog? I will murder it when when I get at it again." He groped about, tried to cross the road, came near being run over by a dozen vehicles at different points, tumbled and struggled and gasped. Okay, so the dog has gone, and now the beggar is standing alone, okay, in his way. So he want to go back to his place. So he was very much struggling. All these vendors, okay, those three vendors, the ribbon seller, the perfume seller, and one more, and the bookseller. So they were watching this scene very happily. Okay, immensely means with a lot of happiness they saw this scene, how the old man was struggling. Okay, so he was felt like he was in the mid air. Okay, it's like a comparison. So he was totally helpless. He was crying for the dog, and he was scolding, if he get the dog back, he will murder it. Okay, then he groped about and want to cross the road. Okay, he want to cross the road, so he was about to get dashed by dozen of vehicles. Okay, dozen means 12. So that many vehicles came near to him as if dashing, but he struggled and he reached the place. He would deserve it if he was run over, this heartless blackguard, they said, observing him. However, the old man struggled through and with the help of someone found his way back to his corner in the country veranda and sank down on his gunny sack bed, half faint with the strain of his journey. Okay, so these vendors were saying he deserve it if the vehicles come and run over, if the vehicles come and dash on this blind man also, he deserve it. Okay, he is worth it. So they were cursing him. Okay, but the old man was helped by someone. Okay, some unknown person have helped him to come back to his country veranda, and he took rest there because he was having such a bad journey. So he was in a half faint. Okay, he was like that. So he took a rest on the gunny bag. Okay, so he put the gunny bag on the floor and he was taking rest there. He was not seen for 10 days and 20 days, nor was the dog seen anywhere. They commented among themselves, "The dog must be loafing over the whole earth, free and happy. The beggar is perhaps gone forever." Hardly was this sentence uttered, then they heard the familiar tap of the blind man's stuff. They saw him again coming up the pavement, led by the dog. So it was 10 days, 20 days. There no one have seen the dog or the blind man. Okay, so they commented like the dog must be roaming the whole world freely and happily. Okay, and the beggar is perhaps means maybe gone forever. The beggar will never return, like that they commented. So after commenting that sentence was uttered, that is, the sentence was said, That time they could hear the familiar tap tap sound. Okay, the blind man used to tap with the stick, no? So like that, the tap tap sound they heard. So they look around. So they saw the blind man and the dog coming. Okay, so look, they cried. He has again got at it and tied it up. The ribbon seller could not contain himself. He ran up and said, "Where have you been all these days?" So after seeing this ribbon seller can't contain himself. That means control himself. He straight away ran to the blind man and he asked, "Where have you been all these days?" Okay. "No." "What happened?" cried the blind man. "This dog ran away. I should have died in a day or two, confined to my corner, no food, not an anna to earn, imprisoned in my corner. I should have perished if it had continued for another day. But this thing returned." Okay. So the ribbon vendor went and asked, no. So the blind man answered like, this dog ran away. So he was in one corner all these days without food and without an anna. Anna means penny. So like the little amount, little money also he didn't have, being in one corner. Okay. So if this continued for another day means he would have perished. Perished means spoiled. He would have died. Okay. But this dog returned. When? Okay. The ribbon seller asked, when? "Last night at midnight, as I slept in bed, he came and licked my face. I felt like murdering him. I gave him a blow which he will never forget again," said the blind man. So last night, the previous night, the dog came back in the midnight and it licked the face of the beggar. So the beggar felt like killing the dog, but he didn't do. But he gave a blow. He gave a nice beating so that the dog will never forget in his life. "I forgave him, after all a dog. He loafed as long as he could pick up some rubbish to eat on the road, but real hunger has driven him back to me. But he will not leave me again. See, I have got this." And he shook the lead. It was a steel chain this time. So the beggar said, "I forgave him." Okay, so what mistake he have done, I forgave him, because it's just a dog. How much he want? He went and he roamed around the road and ate all rubbish and he came back. Why? Because he felt the real hunger. Okay, the dog didn't get enough of food. That's why it came back. That like that the beggar told the ribbon seller. Okay, so and he said he will not return this again. Do this again. Why? Because see here, I got a steel chain. Okay, this time the dog can't escape. So like that the beggar told the ribbon seller. Once again there was a dead, despairing look in the dog's eye. "Go on, you fool," cried the old man, shouting like an ox driver. He tugged the chain, poked with the stick, and the dog moved away in slow steps. They stood listening to the tap-tap going away. "Death alone can help the dog," cried the ribbon seller, looking after it with a sigh. "What can we do with a creature who returns to his home with such a free heart?" So now again the beggar started to beat the dog, to go again all around the street to go for begging. Okay, so after seeing this, the ribbon seller, what he said, "Death alone can help the dog." Okay, only the death is the remedy for the dog, no other go, because this creature have returned to his dome, that is to his grave. It have come again. Okay, so that's why the lesson is named as blind dog. It is blind for love. So the dog have a blind heart and it came back to the blind man. Okay children, with this I'll wind up this video. Thank you children.